There was another Love is Blind engagement this season. You just never saw it. Not teased, not hinted at. Completely cut. And according to the creator of the show, it ended the very next day. More on that in a second, because this changes how viewers look at Season 10 entirely. We thought there were 7 engagements in the pods, 7 couples, 7 big reveals, 7 romantic getaways, but there were 8. 1 more couple got engaged behind the wall, 1 more proposal, 1 more emotional reveal, and producers decided not to follow them. Why? Because that engagement collapsed almost immediately. The couple, Elissa Finley and Miguel Josue Lopez. Yes, Elissa, the same contestant who was hospitalized after accidentally putting nail glue in her eye during filming, and Miguel, who seemed like a serious contender in the pods. They got engaged. They filmed the reveal. They saw each other for the first time. And according to Elissa, the chemistry was real. "It was awesome," she said. But then something happened. Right after the reveal, right after the emotional moment, Miguel told her he was moving. Not eventually, not someday. The very next day, from Ohio to Tampa, Florida. Let that sink in. You just proposed. You just committed to marriage. And then you reveal you're relocating immediately. Without discussion, without planning, without warning. Elissa says she felt blindsided. She said he stole the experience from her. That's not mild disappointment. That's betrayal language. And here's the twist. Since that day, they have not spoken. That was it. Engaged, reveal filmed, breakup, gone, all within roughly 24 hours. Now here's where this gets even more interesting. The creator of Love is Blind, Chris Coelen, confirmed this was real. Confirmed there were 8 engagements. Confirmed producers chose not to follow this one. And he said something telling. The decision turned out to be for the best. Why? Because if a couple breaks up the next day, there is no arc, no Cabo trip, no moving intention, no wedding question. It's over before it begins. But here's the bigger question. Why wasn't this shown? Think about it. This is dramatic. This is explosive. An engagement collapsing in 24 hours? That's compelling television. So why cut it? There are a few possibilities. 1, it ended too fast to build a storyline. 2, it complicated the pacing of the season. 3, production simply didn't have the budget. And that part is real, because Season 10 is already following more couples than ever. 7 couples went to Cabo. 1 couple got a separate solo trip because there wasn't enough money to send them to Mexico. Yes, budget constraints are shaping storylines, which is something viewers rarely consider. Reality TV feels expansive, but it's tightly controlled. And sometimes, what you don't see is as strategic as what you do. Now let's talk about what this says about the experiment itself. Love is Blind markets itself as a relationship accelerator. Deep emotional connection, serious commitment, marriage-ready partners. But when an engagement collapses in 24 hours, it forces a different question. How well do these people actually know each other? Because if a major life detail like relocation isn't discussed until after the reveal, what else is being skipped? Elissa herself reflected on this. She said next time she would ask harder questions sooner. Are your values aligned? Are you serious? Are you a narcissist? That last comment is striking because it suggests she believes she missed red flags. And that's something viewers relate to. We've all watched pods conversations and thought, how are they not discussing practical life logistics? Where will you live? Career plans? Family expectations? This unseen engagement is proof that sometimes those conversations don't happen, or they happen too late. And it changes how you watch the rest of the season. Because now you know. What you're seeing is curated. There are more stories, more proposals, more collapses, and production decides which ones get told. That doesn't mean manipulation. It means structure. Reality TV is storytelling. and storytelling requires choices. But here's where it becomes even more layered. Elissa is already one of the most talked about contestants this season. She had the hospital scare, the nail glue accident. Now she's part of a hidden engagement storyline. That's 3 narrative layers attached to one person. And viewers never saw her proposal, never saw her breakdown, never saw the actual collapse. Instead, we only heard about it afterward. And that creates curiosity. What did that reveal look like? Was there tension? Did Miguel seem distant? Was relocation truly the only issue? Or was something else building beneath the surface? Because engagements don't usually implode over one sentence. There's always more under it. And that's what makes this so clickable. It feels unfinished, unresolved, and that's where YouTube thrives. Unfinished narratives drive engagement. Now let's zoom out. Season 10 has already delivered record engagements, budget workarounds, hospital drama, and now, a secret breakup producers chose not to show. This season is bigger than viewers realized. It's more layered, more chaotic, more compressed. And this hidden engagement proves something important. The show is capturing more love stories than it can even afford to follow, which means more heartbreak exists behind the scenes than we see. So, as episodes 7 through 11 drop, and as the finale approaches, keep this in mind. Not every engagement makes it to the altar, and not every engagement even makes it to Mexico. Some end the next day, before the audience even knows they existed. If you want deeper breakdowns of Love is Blind Season 10, the hidden storylines, the production decisions, and what might be coming next, subscribe now, because the most interesting drama isn't always in the edit. Sometimes it's the story they almost told.